What's up, Ideal fam? Today we have the 2026 Toyota BZ, the electric SUV formerly known as the BZ4X. Toyota basically dropped the 4X because who could remember that name, right? Now it's just the BZ, short and sweet. And trust me, Toyota has amped up this EV big time. We are talking more power, more range, faster charging, and new tech. It's got all the works.
And they went beyond zero. Literally, BZ stands for Beyond Zero Emissions to fix it. The 2026 BZ is packing some much needed upgrades. We've got two trims, XLE and Limited, and there are a couple different configurations. Front-wheel drive, a new front-wheel drive plus long-range model, and all-wheel drive in each trim. We'll break all that down, and of course, we'll cover the horsepower jump, 0 to 60 times, the new Tesla charging plug, fresh looks, techie interior, and all the goodies. Buckle up, this is gonna be fun.
First, let's talk power and performance because Toyota finally gave the BZ some muscle. The entry-level XLE front-wheel drive base model has a single motor making about 168 horsepower. Okay, that's not really tire shredding, but if Trav's driving it, well, he can do a one-wheel peel. And if you step up to the XLE front-wheel drive plus or Limited front-wheel drive, you get 221 horses, up from 201 last year, which is very nice, I think. 0 to 60 is in about 8 seconds for the front-wheel drive version, but I mean, the one from last year did 6.7 in independent testing. So with 221 horses, we'd expect it to be quicker than that 8 seconds.
Yeah, Toyota might be sandbagging a bit there. Now, if you want more, all-wheel drive models get dual motors and a massive power boost to 338 combined horsepower. That's a 50% jump over the old BZ4X, and it'll surprise a lot of people at a stoplight.
Definitely not. And with 338 horsepower and instant electric torque, the BZ all-wheel drive will pin you to your seat. Plus, Toyota gave the all-wheel drive version a pretty cool party trick, X mode. That's an off-road traction system courtesy of Toyota Subaru friends, and it optimizes grip on snow, mud, or steep terrain. So you can do light off-roading or handle blizzards in your electric SUV. Pretty cool, right? The BZ might not be a rock crawler, but it definitely has some adventure cred now.
All right, power is great, but what about range and charging? This was the BZ4X's weak spot, and Toyota has seriously leveled up. They're offering two battery sizes. The base XLE front-wheel drive gets a 57.7 kilowatt-hour battery, good for about 235 to 236 miles of range. That's the city commuter spec. But all the other versions, the XLE Plus, XLE all-wheel drive, Limited, pack a 74.7 kilowatt-hour battery. The XLE front-wheel drive Plus is the range champ with up to 314 miles on a single charge. That's a 25% power boost over last year's max of 252 miles. Huge improvement. Even the heaviest, most loaded Limited all-wheel drive gets an estimated 278 miles and the Limited front-wheel drive about 299. So all trims now push close to that 300-mile mark. No more range anxiety here.
And charging, right here. See, Toyota finally joined the cool kids club. The 26 BZ comes with North America's charging standard, or NACS port. Yeah, that is the Tesla plug right from the factory. So thank you, Toyota. You listen to us customers. And that means you can go to any supercharger without an adapter and just juice up. They even moved the charging port to the front right fender. And that's so you have easier access at supercharger stations. No more awkward cable stretching or parking diagonally. Plus, the BZ now supports plug and charge. Just plug it in and your car handshakes with the charger to handle payment automatically. Pretty cool. No fumbling with apps, no RFID cards at 1 a.m. in the rain, just simple charging.
And get this, Toyota upgraded the onboard charger from a measly 6 or 7 kilowatt to 11 kilowatts. So if you have a level 2 charger at home, you'll fill up much faster overnight than before. On road trips, DC fast charging is still 150 kilowatts peak. Not Tesla Plaid fast, but decent. Under ideal conditions, Toyota says 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. That's a coffee break and a bathroom stop. Even better, they've added battery preconditioning. The car can warm up the battery on its way to a fast charger so you get that max speed even in cold weather. And a heat pump is also standard now for the HVAC system, which means using the heater in winter won't sap the battery quite as bad.
All right, now let's talk styling because the 2026 BZ got a mini makeover. It's not a radical redesign, but it's definitely sleeker and more cohesive now. Up front, you're gonna notice slim new LED daytime running lights stretching across separate from the main headlight below. It's got that cool hammerhead look on the front end now. And to me, it's kind of this broad shark-like nose, which I think looks pretty good. Plus, it looks futuristic and a bit more aggressive than the old models. Toyota also tweaked the front bumper and grille area for cleaner appearance, and overall, it's a nice package.
And one of my favorite changes, those chunky black fenders, you either loved or hated them on the old BZ4X, now Toyota offers them color matched, but only in certain paint colors. So if you get, say, windshield pearl white, heavy metal gray, or black, you can have the fenders painted to match. It makes the BZ look lower, sleeker, and in my opinion, a hell of a lot better. Of course, if you like the contrasty cladding look, you can still get two-tone paint with a black roof option. Either way, it's a more refined vibe. And the wheels get an upgrade too. XLE comes with stylish 18-inch alloys, but the Limited comes with 20-inch alloys for that extra swagger. 20-inch wheels on an EV? That's living large. Just be ready for the reduced range.
True, big wheels can cost a few miles of range. A small price to pay for some style points, right? Let's go inside. Okay, so inside is actually a great place to be, and the interior is really where you feel that refresh. Toyota basically reimagined the cockpit for a more high-tech and user-friendly experience. First thing you'll see is a huge 14-inch touchscreen in the center, standard on all trim models. That's the same exact screen as the Lexus NX has. Spicy. And it's a big jump from the old 12-inch display in the previous model. It also runs the latest Toyota audio multimedia system, with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course. The dashboard around it is slimmed down and wrapped in soft touch materials. So the cabin really looks and feels way more premium than before.
And they didn't stop there. The center console is redesigned too, and guess what? Dual wireless phone chargers. Yes, two Qi-enabled pads side by side so both the driver and passenger can wirelessly charge on the go. That's clutch for road trips when everyone's devices are dying. Also, the BZ now has this sweet 64-color ambient lighting system. You can bathe the cabin in neon blue or red or purple, whatever fits the mood. Put it on pink for date night or green when you're feeling eco-friendly.
And check this out, steering wheel actually feels really good, but the paddle shifters on an EV? That's incredible. Now these paddles let you adjust the regenerative braking level. The BZ increases regen and slows down harder, feeding energy back into the battery. It's great for one-pedal driving enthusiasts and adds a bit of fun to driving this EV. You can dial it in from mild coasting to fairly strong decel. It's actually pretty engaging to play with, especially on hilly roads, like here in Texas. Oh, and I almost forgot, above the wheel is this still kind of like funky top-mounted digital display. Kind of like a heads-up display, but on a little screen set pretty far forward, and that's about 1.5 feet from the steering wheel. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but Toyota kept it to keep your eyes on the road. But at least now with the new dash design, it's easier to see than before and doesn't feel as odd.
Now let's get into comfort and safety. It's still a Toyota, so they've loaded it with the latest Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 suite. That means even the base XLE has adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and steering assist. Automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, you name it. Basically an army of driver aids watching your back. You've also got blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert standard. So, the BZ is looking out for you on all sides.
And we are sitting in the Limited, and this one really ups the ante with some almost self-driving goodies. You get lane change assist and traffic jam assist. The car can help change lanes on the highway and take some of the stress out of stop-and-go traffic with your supervisor, I guess. Plus, you get front cross traffic alert, which watches for cars coming from the sides at intersections, and advanced park as well. Now, advanced park means that the BZ can parallel park for you, or just back into a spot for you at the push of a button. I mean, it's perfect for those people that have sweaty hands when they're trying to parallel park. You just don't have to get your steering wheel wet.
Heck yeah! Now, how about everyday comfort? Well, good news, heated seats come standard. Even on the XLE, and you also get a heated steering wheel. No more freezing your buns or your hands off on winter mornings. Toyota's got you. If you splurge on the Limited, you're rewarded with ventilated or cooled front seats and power adjustments both driver and passenger side. And for those cold climates, Toyota even offers an optional radiant foot and leg heater for the front passengers. And heated rear seats, so everyone stays cozy. They really made the BZ a comfortable cruiser for every driver.
All right, we've thrown a lot at you. Power, range, tech, features. So let's break down the trims real quick and help you choose what is your ideal BZ. Okay, so really it's the XLE versus Limited, and that's the big choice. And then with XLE, you have standard front wheel drive plus front wheel drive long range or all wheel drive. If you're on a tighter budget or mainly drive around town, the XLE front-wheel drive standard comes with 235 miles of range, and that could totally do the job. It'll be the cheapest and still have the essential tech and safety. But the smart money move is the XLE front-wheel drive Plus. For the extra cash, you get a bigger 74.7 kilowatt battery and 314 miles of range. The best of any BZ. Range equals freedom in the EV world, and we think that that's really worth it. Performance is the same 221 horsepower on both front-wheel drive versions, so it's really about the range.
Now, if you live in a place with snow, or you just gotta have that 338 horsepower kick, then XLE all-wheel drive is your pick. You get the dual motors, 0 to 60 in 4.9 second thrills, and still a solid 288 mile range. Plus the off-road X mode for those random ski trips. And I tested it on this hot Texas pavement, and here it works great. Just know you'll pay a bit more and lose maybe 26 miles of range versus the front-wheel drive Plus. Now, stepping up to the Limited trim, that's for the folks who want all the bells and whistles. Limited front-wheel drive gives you the long-range battery of 299 miles and all the luxury features. The big 20-inch wheels, nicer Softex faux leather seats, ventilated fronts, fancy driver assists, all of it. It's like the treat yourself edition. But if you don't need all-wheel drive, the Limited front-wheel drive gets you almost 300 miles of range with maximum comfort. It's a great combination.
And at the top of the food chain is the Limited all-wheel drive that you guys see here. This is the fully loaded, no compromises except price model. You really get everything, all the tech and safety goodies, plus the 338 horsepower all-wheel drive drivetrain. Range is about 278 miles, a tad lower thanks to the extra power and these huge wheels, but 278 is still plenty for most use cases. The Limited all-wheel drive is for the buyer who wants it all. Quickest acceleration, all-wheel drive traction, and every feature Toyota offers on the BZ No 4X.
To sum it up, if it were my money, I'd lean towards the XLE Plus for the value. Or maybe the XLE all-wheel drive because, well, I crave that speed. But if I had a bit extra to splurge, the Limited trim's cooled seats and fancy tech are tempting. How about you, Brad?
Honestly, I'm kind of torn. The XLE Plus with 314 miles is super practical, but my enthusiast side says Limited all-wheel drive because horsepower. Either way, they're both awesome, and it's really cool that Toyota gives us choices. Just a year ago, the BZ4X felt like a compromise. Now, the 2026 BZ is a serious contender. More range, way more power, better tech. Toyota really stepped up their EV game. Don't you think?
For real. This thing went from underdog to a solid electric SUV that can stand up to the likes of a Mustang Mach-E, VW ID4, Hyundai Ioniq 5, and it even has an edge with that Toyota reliability reputation. Plus, access to Tesla's charging network is a huge bonus.
Now, I'm pretty impressed. This thing, if I didn't know the badge, I would think it was a Lexus. It is a very premium product. That being said though, what do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you think that Toyota missed their mark? Let me know in the comments down below.
As always, thanks for hanging out with us. The 2026 BZ is bringing Toyota into the EV big leagues, and we're here for it.
Also, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad Danger, this is Ideal. We'll catch you next week, and promise me one thing, keep living the Ideal lifestyle.